Hey everyone, this is Devin Campbell, and we're here with another episode of Ship at School. This is a video series, a feature of raddevin.com, where I help new web developers try to build out their projects. And today I'm working with Assam Shan, and we are going to deploy the first version of his 100 Days of Mindfulness app. How's it going, Assam, sorry.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'm pretty good, thanks. Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I enjoyed it last time. Be good to see something sort of live and out there now today.
Yeah, definitely.
Version 1.0, we're going to call it for now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking before we went live with the stream. I think it's really nice to sort of set these shorter targets and hit the first one and then start shooting at the next one. So we can get this first version shipped and then go back and start adding in some of your other features.
Yeah, I agree. Like it gives you sort of instant sort of success almost, and you're not feeling like everything's so far away and you've got so long to go.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier that way, and then just little small changes here and there, and you keep seeing improvements, really.
Yeah, yeah. And having that motivation of getting those small wins is really important, because it's really easy to quit when things get hard. But if you've already got some stuff out there, it sort of feels like you've accomplished something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So where do we want to start today? If you want to share your screen, I'll flip over to that, and we can kind of work on getting the first version deployed.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I guess it's changed a little bit than where we left off, so I could start by talking about that, and then we'll shoot over and start sorting the deployment out.
Yeah, yeah, that would be great if you wanna talk about what changes you've made.
Yeah, I think I was sort of stumbling around tachyons last time. Like I said, it was a little bit of a while since I'd used it, so I was a bit clueless almost, and I had to sort of have a little refresher. So once off the stream, I thought I'll get it looking a little bit better than it was. So this is how it's looking at the moment. I went with the blue. I feel like it's pretty calming and sort of goes with the theme a little bit.
Yeah.
So I made the font a bit larger and put some quotations around it. Just really simple stuff, really. As we seen last time, tachyons is just a super quick and easy way to sort of just get something looking okay, not terrible, basically, which I think for the first version and what we wanted to achieve, I think that's all we needed, really.
Absolutely.
So we obviously were talking about this a little bit before as well. I think what we decided the best way to deploy initially would be something like Netlify, which is something I've used a few times now, and it works really well with React applications that you have sort of on GitHub. It's literally you link your GitHub account, and it's almost, well, we'll see in a second, but it's almost one click and it's live, really.
Okay, cool.
So I've got the tab open already. We can log in here. I already do have a few things deployed with Netlify, as you can see.
Okay.
But yeah, for anybody else, this will be empty. Once you connect to your GitHub account, you literally just hit this button here in the top right, new site. Yeah, then we can connect, which I obviously already have done. And then all your repositories will be here. And the one, actually, before we do that, let's just make sure everything is up to date with the Git status. Okay, that's cool. So we want mindfulness. Yeah, and then we literally click it. I only have the one branch, so we leave that on master. The script settings and everything are already correct, so we literally just hit deploy.
Okay.
And that usually doesn't take very long.
Cool. So so you register for an account at Netlify, and then when you create a new site, you're going to connect to your GitHub account.
Yeah, you connect to your GitHub, and then that automatically pulls in all of your repositories. And as long as you have an up-to-date version sort of there you on the master branch, you can
Hmm.
click deploy, and then it also pulls the updates itself as well. So if we carry on working on this and sort of when we get version 2.0 or get closer, it'll automatically pull up anything from any sort of pushes to Git.
Okay.
So it'll just always be the most up-to-date version. But I guess that also means as we're working on it, we might want to work on a new branch rather than on the master initially. So
Right.
until we have something that we're happy with, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. So it's going to watch the master branch. Any changes we push to the master are going to trigger that build command you set, and then it's going to
Yeah, that's correct.
deploy the
So,
output of that. So yeah.
mhm.
And how much? So
Okay.
you had several sites there that you're hosting on Netlify. How much are you paying for that?
I still haven't paid a penny. I'm assuming it goes on usage, and I'm usually just using them for myself or showing somebody like yourself. Or
Hmm.
so I'll just open this in a new tab for now because this is ours done.
Okay.
But yeah, if I go back to the overview, hang on, back to my name there. I've now got seven
Yeah.
seven things. So yeah, I'm still sort of on the free tier. I've had nothing. I've got no billing details in there or anything. So I'm
Okay.
guessing it's kind of going on usage.
Okay. That's really cool.
So maybe when I make something popular, then I'll have to start paying.
Right. Right.
So yeah, so now we have the live version here. As you can see, this is the strange looking URL from Netlify. But yeah, this is now the site sort of version 1.0 deployed.
Perfect. Okay. That is totally cool. Okay. And I'm guessing you could probably point your own domain to that if you wanted to.
Yeah, so if we go back into the Netlify here,
Hmm.
we can see here we can set up a custom domain there if we have one.
Okay.
Again,
Yep.
it's something that I have done already for one of my Netlify deploys, as you can see here. My
Hmm.
personal site. This is actually using my own domain, and
Okay.
it still works super simple, super easy. Um, it was done in minutes really, and it still continues to follow the sort of any pushes to master as well. So it's very easy to update and change anything.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, now that that's live, maybe we should switch over to your Trello board and kind of figure out what we want to do next.
Yeah, that's cool. So I have that open already.
Okay.
So I guess all the three criticals can be. Maybe we'll have another list here called done or something,
Yeah, I think that's good.
and we can literally got the basic, and we've launched the first. I suppose we can still leave the maybe rename this to do or something or doing.
Sure.
I leave challenges there because I would like to add more. I added a few more since we when we were off stream, but there still needs to be more really. So I'll leave that in the doing list.
Okay. You have any idea where you will source those challenges? Do you just have a bunch of ideas in your head, or
Yeah,
how?
I've been reading a few blogs. I do have some in my head. As I mentioned last time, the inspiration from the ID was actually my partner who works in the industry, so we generally discuss it from time to time anyway.
Hmm.
So she'll probably help me out a lot with that when she gets some time.
Okay.
Yeah, probably a mixture of places, really.
Okay. All right. So, out of the wish list, what do you think is kind of the next most critical piece?
Um, I think
So,
the next.
go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, so the ability to check off is what an important feature, but a lot of the other features must come first, I guess. So the
Hmm.
next
Hmm.
logical one, I guess the easiest next one would be able to link the sort of outside external resources. That should be fairly easy
Right.
to put
Yeah.
on because we don't need any sort of accounts or authentication or anything for that. So
Right.
that could probably be the next easy one.
Yeah, I think you're right. It seems like everything else on the list, with the exception of that one, authentication is going to be a prerequisite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's work on that really quick,
Yeah, that
and
should be.
yeah,
So I'll
then
move that into doing.
sounds good. And we're going to experiment with a different way to show our coding on this stream. We've been doing a screen share using a peer in, and I've just been basically streaming that from my computer. So it's coming from Asan in the UK to me, and then from me here in Seattle to YouTube. So the quality hasn't been spectacular. We're going to try instead using the Visual Studio. Is it Live Share? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to try using Live Share. That way we can collaborate in real time. And I suspect Assam will write most of the code, but this will allow me to stream it directly from my computer. So it should be a better experience for everyone, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm just going to. I guess we want this accessible at all times, won't we? So we'll make it a separate component, I think, with just sort of a little information area.
Yeah, I think that
Um,
would be good.
just give me. Okay, so we'll pull up the code first. I'll find the numbers and whatnot in a second.
Okay.
Everything looks a little bit different here. So just give me. Okay, yeah. So if I create a new file in the components called, we'll just call it help.
Okay.
I can't think of a better name right now.
No, I think that's fine. And this is this is resources for kind of people who are in a crisis. Is that basically what it is?
Yeah, maybe somebody in a crisis situation. Because I think,
Yeah.
it's not what we're aiming to do, but we might find somebody sort of who's way further, sort of deeper in there than we can help with this. This is just a sort of really general app that'll just sort of get people thinking. Anybody who needs actual professional help, this isn't the place to go, but it'd be nice to be able to point them there,
Right.
So we'll get some of the basics here. So help.js, we copy and paste one of the others to make things a bit easier, like last time.
Sounds good.
We'll delete everything that we don't need first. We don't need this. So we've imported React. I guess towards the end as well, we could refactor a lot of this because a lot of these don't need to be sort of class-based components either. They're quite simple and
Yeah.
they can sort of be trimmed down a little bit. But for now, we can leave it.
Sure.
Okay, so in here, we need the one div. I'm thinking something like, I don't know. I had this on my list, but now I'm not 100% sure the way I want to go. What do you think? Just a little announcement, a little link to a phone number or a website or something? Just keep it simple.
Yeah, I think so. Just a sentence or two. Maybe you first start and say what 100% or 100 days of mindfulness is designed for, and then say if you're in a crisis situation, here are some resources that might help, and then just a couple of links or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we'll do. There's anything in this page, sorry. So inside the div, we'll have a p tag with a class of text center, and we'll have the text. We'll just do it white for now. So we see how that looks.
Okay.
So 100 days of design.
And you just used Emmet, right? That's on.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's okay. Just tell a little bit about it, because it's a really cool tool for writing HTML.
yeah, it's just a super fast way. So I'll just finish this sentence.
Yeah, sure.
More. We are not. Okay, so if we wanted to open a new P tag now,
Mm-hmm.
we can simply just write the letter P, and if we hit the tab now, it will open and close just an empty P tag. But
Mm-hmm.
if we wanted to add classes, we can do so by having simple dots. So let's say we wanted a P, and then we do a dot. If we wanted for tachyons, which we're using, TC would give us text center.
Mm-hmm.
If we hit another dot and we could put red, that would give us red text. And then let's say we want another dot and maybe background black. And now if we hit tab, it will automatically fill out all those classes like
Yeah,
so.
that's super cool. You're basically just
Yeah.
writing CSS selectors, and then you hit tab, and it writes the whole element for you.
Yeah, it just formats it for you, makes things a lot easier and makes
Yeah.
it much harder for you to make simple sort of formatting mistakes.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay.
So just
Sorry about that. Carry on.
no, that's cool. We'll stick to just text center and white for now, just until we decide what we're doing.
Sure.
So what did we say? 100 Days of Mindfulness was designed to get you thinking about your mental health, your surroundings, your body, and more. We're not professionals. If you find yourself in a crisis situation, please consider calling. So yeah, this is another thing to consider now. I guess when I first thought about this, I was thinking maybe people sort of in the UK or around me,
Mm-hmm.
maybe rather than a number, we should just give a website so then international anybody can get there.
Right. Right. Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, so I'd say something like, please consider visiting health helpline. And I'm probably going to get a lot of UK results here, aren't I?
Probably. I'm trying to find something that's maybe not region specific, but I'm not having a lot of luck either.
Okay, well, I mean, we'll put something in for just so we've got something now, maybe from the NHS in the UK, and then
Okay.
you never know. I guess we could point it at a UK domain or something
Sure.
eventually anyway, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we could change this based on where the user's from or something later on if we wanted to get really sort of
Yeah.
extra. If we wanted to make the app a lot more complicated further down the line when we have location information, we can sort of make this little bit of data dynamic or something like that,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah. That's actually a really cool idea.
Need the link tag now. Um, so again, A tab will sort of set that up ready now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can put this in here. Okay, that should do for now, I think. So we need to give this a different class of help. And at the bottom here, we need to export help as well. And we can now save that. Again, I don't know, I think that one's prettier, that sort of sorts your indentations out and everything when you save as well. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's
think
that's super nice.
I'd be in trouble without a lot of these tools now. I remember when I first started, I didn't use them and I got okay, but I think I'd start to miss things now. Close some of these tabs. So in app.js now, we will need to import help from /components/help.
I'm going to share a link I found with you on on the Appear In chat. It's got a list of some various suicide hotline numbers. That might be something you can use later.
Oh yeah, cool. That'd be a good idea. So I guess just before the footer maybe for now. Place it in there and save that, and we'll go to the maybe we just go into the bottom here, so we can maybe change the link color for the NHS. Maybe make that red or something that's going to stand out.
Okay.
And maybe make the text, maybe style it a little bit differently. Let's start by I think red on a blue background might look poor.
I guess it depends on which red.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, yeah.
It can kind of have a weird effect that, I don't know. Yeah, it can almost hurt your eyes if you get the wrong red on the wrong blue.
Yeah. Let's try it anyway for now. 1 second. Let's just go back into the help. We'll try it on maybe all of it for now. Instead of white, we'll maybe try and make the whole thing go red and see how it looks.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't really read that very well, I don't think.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Okay, so we'll undo that for now. I just want to try and differentiate from the sort of challenge text being white. It'd be nice to have something different, but
yeah,
maybe because obviously, yeah, I guess we could have another page and something like that with further information, but we need something on the home page. But I want it to stand out a little bit.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, this could be cool. You could you could go ahead and lock in the blues you're using, and see what it generates around that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try and do there. I can't remember which blue it was now, but I use this little cool Chrome extension there called CSS Peep, I think. It usually finds all the colors that you have.
Oh, nice.
Boy. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really useful.
You just hit this colored tab here, and yeah, so if we can see what we've got. Yeah. So let's have a look. Start the generator. Can we search for a color first? Maybe. Maybe not.
I think you can just go click on those hex values and edit them.
Ah, right. Okay. Cool. Ah, yeah, you can. So we can lock that one in.
Yeah.
Then we should be able to just hit spacebar. Okay. Strangely enough, the first yellow that was on looked pretty good, and now I hit spacebar too quickly. Yeah, I kind of like the yellows next to it.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe try this darker one for now.
Okay.
So instead of white here, what we'll do is we'll remove the white from both. And then maybe in the div here, we'll give it a class name. give it a class name of help for now. I was reading something earlier today actually about React, and there's somebody advocating sort of for every component have a separate CSS file, to make things easier.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen people do that.
I
It
think it
seems
might
like
be a good
there's a
idea.
lot of it seems like there are a lot of different methods of styling React.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if we give help. Actually, I don't need that, I just need color, don't I?
Yeah, just color.
Yeah, for now. Let's save that. So this is different, but I still think it could be darker, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll leave that for now because I don't want to spend the whole time on the stream just trying to find which color looks nice. I can
Sure.
do that afterwards.
Okay.
So we have a component built. I can figure out some styling after that, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
And
good.
then, so I think really, I know it was a really simple one, but I mean that's kind of all it was took, really, wasn't it? It's just one
Yeah.
little component with a little help link,
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one's in good shape. We can start to
maybe.
maybe look at authentication.
Yeah. Um, yeah, this is where I may need a little bit more input from you, a little bit more
Sure.
help from you, possibly, Devon.
Sure
It's
thing.
not something I've done a lot of before. I did a little bit. I followed a really simple tutorial that used Firebase
Mm-hmm.
before. I
Mm-hmm.
remember it being super simple, but I did have sort of everything laid out in front of me, so
Yeah.
it wasn't hard to do.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you probably actually have more experience than I do doing authentication with Firebase, so
All right,
we'll just
okay.
figure it out together. I'm sure it'll be pretty easy. Everything I've done with Firebase so far has been pretty simple.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, let's start by going there. Firebase, huh?
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm already logged in anyway. To start.
Nice.
This was my other project, I'm guessing, so I might have a quick look in there. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll start a new project then, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll call it Mindfulness. And we'll accept the terms, conditions, and we shall create a project. And I do remember that I had to install some sort of packages and whatnot
Mm-hmm.
into the main directory, but I can't for the life of me remember what they were now, so I might have to give a quick Google search.
Okay.
And that tells me here now. Let's see. So get started. So we'll go for auth. Sounds good.
Yes.
Authenticate and manage users from a variety of providers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sign-in method. Okay, so last time I'm pretty sure I just used email and password.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'd be cool to allow people to do it sort of through Google or something. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, especially here where it seems like it's as easy as just flipping it over from disabled to enabled. If we were having
Yeah,
to
that's
implement it, then it'd be different.
so Google sign-in is automatically configured. Set up Google sign-in for Android. We don't need either of them, do we really? iOS or Android right now.
No, I don't think so.
So I'm guessing this is my email. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't need that. Guessing we don't need that right now. Okay. Update the project level setting below to continue. We've done that, and I put my email in. So
Yeah, yeah.
okay, save that. Google enabled then, yeah. Seems you're right, Devin. It is that simple. So authorized domain, I guess we need to point to the deployed version eventually, wouldn't we? But
Yes. Yeah,
maybe right now for testing, we could leave it as local host here.
sure.
Okay.
Is that one account per email address turned on? I think it was in sign up method.
Inside here?
Scroll down a little bit and see if there's anything below those. I think it was below authorized domains.
Ah, right, okay. Preventing users from creating multiple accounts. So,
Yeah, okay. So that's the current setting, one account per email address. I think that's probably what you want.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right, let me try and figure out where to go now.
This is really nice. It sends out the like the emails, the confirmation emails and everything for you.
Ah, right, okay, so manages everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I used it last time, it really was super simple.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff, if you have to build that stuff, it's just a ton of work. To do something that's not in any way unique, usually.
Yeah. Right, so Google adding Firebase. I know I've done some npm installs.
Yeah, I'll share with you a link I found too that might help.
Okay, cool.
It's basically just a tutorial, probably similar to the one you looked at previously.
Yeah, I was just looking there through my links, but I can't find anything. Yeah, I'll just let's have a look. Open chat. Yeah, we still can't click on. Okay, copy. And boom. Okay, Firebase in React setup.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So actually, go up one more section because they're actually, so they install create React app and then they are bootstrapping with, it looks like maybe a template or scaffold or whatever that already has Firebase authentication built into it. So I wonder if it would make sense to just sort of start again with that and bring our components over. I don't know exactly what it offers, but it might save some work if we do it that way. Let me see if I can figure out exactly what it does offer.
Yeah, I can see there they're using create React app and then React Firebase authentication.
Yeah, exactly.
Could we not just sort of run that now, do you think? Yeah, fine. Yeah, maybe you're right though. We've only got a few components. We could easily just sort of copy and paste those across, couldn't we?
Yeah, I don't know what it would do if you ran it right now. It might clobber what you've got. But I guess even if you did that, we could always just check those files out.
See what we do.
Yeah. So probably either way is fine.
But yeah, there's not really any way to. I don't see how it would work with it. I think it's an add-on from the Create React app, maybe because it's not really an npm install or anything. It's just
right. Yeah, I think it's like a
Yeah, we'll do
template basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I open the terminal then and come out of this file back into projects, if we do create.
Oh, before you do anything in the terminal, do you mind to try something? I mentioned this to you before we started, but we forgot, or I forgot to set it up.
Yeah.
Flip over to Visual Studio Code, and there's a little button in your, right at the, oh yeah, there you go.
Share terminal here.
Yeah. And it can be read only. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys can see that now.
Let me see what that looks like. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to flip over and stream that. Okay. Yeah, that looks great.
Okay, so you're streaming that from your end now. Ah, nice, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so if we cd out of this current directory, we then need create React app. Create. React-Firebase. We haven't named it here, have we? I think maybe that section I was looking at, they're just calling their app Firebase, React Firebase authentication or something.
Is that it? I bet you're right.
Yeah, I think maybe.
I bet you're right. There is a... Well, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I was thinking that... I forgot what the arguments were for create React app. So that's just the name of the project.
Yeah, so we can stay in our existing
directory then. Stay where we are. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I found it there. So yeah, further down the line, we can still use the terminal anyway. So let me just go back into Shibits. We can just do an npm install Firebase. It was much simpler than we thought it was going to be.
Yes.
So that should be going now, I think. Maybe a bit slower than normal because we're sharing.
Okay. Do we also need React Router to do this?
I've used React Router before. I definitely used it in the last application, so maybe...
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll need it now, probably.
Yeah. I'm sure on the same link he sent me, they have the React Router stuff. So
yeah, they do. It's actually right above that section I linked you to, the Firebase and React setup. It's React Router and routes.
Scroll to npm install React Router DOM. Is that the one? Yeah. Okay. Oh, got a few warnings there. Let me have a look. Okay, so we need a npm install. That's a React -router -DOM.
Yep.
The React routers, have you used it much, Devin? It's actually really cool.
I have used it a couple times, but by no means an expert.
No, I mean, I guess I'm in the same boat, to be honest.
Sure.
But I found it pretty good. It's sort of you can move around the app really quickly without any problem.
Yeah, yeah, I recall it being very easy to implement.
Yeah, that's what I've found with React pretty much so far. Everything's been
Hmm.
sort of pretty quick and pretty
Yeah,
easy, which is always nice.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we have both of them installed now, right?
Yes, I think so. Yep, looks like you're good.
Now I think we have to have go back to Firebase maybe. Yeah, there should be a configuration file or something on a Firebase dashboard.
Hmm. Okay.
Let's go back here then. Um, Sorry if you can hear that in the background. The dogs decided to be an absolute nightmare today.
It's no
I've
problem.
tried to kick her out a few times now quietly, but it's not happening.
That's okay. Half the time I have leaf blowers going right outside the window here. So
Ah, okay. Okay, so here, I don't know. Are you guys still sharing my screen or not? I'm not sure.
I'm looking at your screen now. Do you need me to go
Yeah.
off of it?
No, it's okay. I don't think. I think
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay.
Uh, so there's a little add Firebase to your web app section. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to copy all of this, I guess.
Yep.
I'm guessing the only thing I can't remember is where exactly we put this. It's saying add it to your HTML below any other script tags or something.
Yeah. How will we do that?
But we don't really use script tags very often in React, are we? Well, not
That's true.
whatsoever, really. Maybe there's another way. Um, should I
Yeah, I'm
quickly open
curious.
my other?
Sorry. Oh, actually, so
Maybe not.
they're doing it a different way. They're actually using all those values to pass configuration into the SDK.
Ah, okay. So we can just sort of pull them values up off.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, and then just pass that config object to Firebase.initializeApp.
Right, I see. Um, so we will need to create a couple of files and folders, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah,
Should I
maybe
close down the
so.
terminal now? Or maybe make it a bit smaller for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this everything for me for now.
Okay.
Just trying to read this what you sent over as well. So we need a firebase.js with a configuration or something similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
they've got it at source Firebase.js for the
Yeah, which seems fairly
configuration.
reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll add a new folder in source called Firebase. And we'll add a new file inside Firebase called. So I want to be a capital F now. It does done it Firebase.js. And then we just want to take the information from the inside the script tag, basically.
Yes. Yeah, just kind of
Just
build an
to,
object out of it.
okay. I'll just grab all of that for now. We have const config to start with.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That looks good.
So is that literally all we need for this then?
They are... So first you'll have to import Firebase from Firebase/app in this file. And then they've got one, so they've got an if statement here that's if not firebase.apps.length, and that's when they initialize the app. So I guess that's to keep the app from being initialized multiple times.
Right, okay. So we can just copy and steal that a little bit, make it a bit easier. So top of the file, we need to import Firebase first.
Mm-hmm.
/app. And then they have an if statement. So just making sure it exists. We can literally just copy and paste that as well, I think, right?
Yeah, I think that should be the same for you.
Okay. Initialize the app. And then from there, we can initialize the auth object.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we can just directly copy and paste that. Put it up there. So import Firebase/auth. Last one is optional. You could create a second. No, we don't need that, right?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I think this will be fine for now. Did you already add the... So they've also created a constant that to hold the... Looks like whatever's output from the Firebase authentication method, or whatever's returned from that, and then they export that out of this file. Did you add those pieces?
Right, okay, the dev config and...
Or no, not the dev config, just the auth constant, and then exporting that.
Okay. No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you're right. See that now? And that can just go underneath, can it?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. Okay. I think that should cover it.
From there, they went on to create a new file called auth.js.
Yes.
Guess we should do the same. All these names sound very reasonable to me.
Yeah, I think this is all pretty much boilerplate stuff that we can just copy.
Auth.js. In there, we can start by importing the braces. Okay. Now let's define the auth. So first create a sign-up function. It takes email and password parameters.
Are you using email and password authentication for this one, or just Google?
No, yeah, I think I was going to just use Google, but then I guess that's not a great idea because not everyone has Google, even though almost everybody has that, I imagine.
Yeah.
Or do you think we should just use Google for now, or maybe just use both right off the bat? I think I just want to use Google for the sake of it, really, because I never last time. I mean, email and password worked pretty good before.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think either one is reasonable. I wonder if we have to do anything different to use. Well, I'm sure we have to do something different, but I wonder how difficult it is to implement. Google.
Yeah, I'm just going back to Google now and see if it says anything here.
Okay. I'll do a little bit of research too while you're doing that.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm guessing there's a reason that in the beginner tutorial I followed, we just used sort of basic email and passwords, so maybe we could do that and then add Google on the list for later if it is a little bit tougher.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, okay, so I'll disable the Google for now.
Okay.
We'll get it up and running working with email and password, and that can be sort of what I'm on my future to do is to add sort of Google, Facebook, whatever else, to
Yes.
make it easy for people.
Yep. I love that. I love that idea.
Okay, so email and password allow users to sign up using email and password. Our SDKs also provide email address verification. And that's enough.
Yep. That should do it.
Okay. So email and password has been enabled now.
Okay.
So again, we can just grab all this boilerplate stuff now, I'm guessing.
Yes. Yeah, I think all this will work for us now.
So inside here we can create user. It's a little bit long-winded, that one, I think. I might just make this create user or sign up or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that one is a little verbose. Even for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I like very. I'm up to scriptive things. But that's a bit too much.
Yep.
So create user is fine for that, I think.
That one is actually, so that one's part of Firebase, so we'll have to leave that one the way it is.
All right. Okay. We can leave the. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay. So then, Firebase endpoint. Sign in. So it's basically the same again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it's live set, so you can literally just start typing here now, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think I can.
Yeah, maybe
Let's.
you change the name of the export here and then,
Okay. Um,
yeah, it's literally instant.
yeah, that's crazy. Is that basically what you wanted?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to see how quick it was. And yeah, it's good. It's got a little highlight with your name there and whatnot.
That's really cool.
Nice. I did see a lot of people on Twitter talking about how great it was, so it's nice to get to use it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've never used it before. I installed it a long time ago, hoping to use it, and just hadn't had an opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, what's next now? So, Firebase API.
Oh, did I
We need to
mess up your
sign.
indentation? There we go.
Ah, maybe I've saved it. It does move when you save it.
Oh, okay.
I think anyway. I'll work out. So then we need to sign out, right?
Yes, I think so.
Then we just have to sign out, right? We just like the word do over at Firebase.
Yeah, it seems a
Okay.
little bit redundant, a little bit
So
unnecessary.
two, yeah, I agree. So now we've got two optional functions. This reset and change password.
Mm-hmm. Um,
We can probably leave them for now, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that'd be
I think to
okay.
get the basics working, same sort of thing as we did with the actual all app itself. Just get the
Mm-hmm.
basics working.
Yep, yep. Just take an iterative approach to it.
Okay, so that seems like most of the setup done.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's same week.
They do have this. They created this index.js in the Firebase
Ah, right.
directory.
Is that where? Okay, yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
that too. Seems like we've been following along here. So inside Firebase, new file, index.js. So we're importing auth and importing Firebase. I've never seen this star syntax before. Have you? You know what that is? Or?
That I believe imports everything. So anything that's exported.
Ah,
Um,
right, yeah. That makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah. And then we export auth Firebase. So, so next we're gonna have to create the front end, I'm guessing now. The previous sections.
Yeah. So now I guess we're just writing the components that are going to call those authentication functions.
Yeah. So we'll go back and create maybe a sign up component or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that's next, but I guess even if it isn't, we'll need it at some point.
Right.
So maybe inside components, rather than it get too big, we should have an auth folder or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that could be good.
Or is that going too far, do you think?
No, I think that's fine. I I think there are going to be, for now, at least a couple of components, and then later if you build that password reset, probably more. So I think it makes sense to subdivide those.
Yeah, so we'll have sign up.js. Guessing. We'll also have a sign in and a sign out. Maybe there won't need to be components actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they
Sign
could
in
just be
might, but sign out probably won't.
yeah, okay, well we'll start with sign up anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Um so we're gonna use, I'm guessing, React Router here and just display a new page, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so let's have something like this. We'll just grab everything out of here again
Mm-hmm.
for now. Copy. We don't need the random challenge. Don't need this. We'll leave the div with a text center this time, I think, because it makes sense to keep things centralized.
Sure.
So we'll start with a H1. With a class of like a large font. Okay. And we'll just put. So this is going to kind of render a new whole page, isn't it? So
Mm-hmm.
let me just remind me what. Yeah, we'll need a header and whatnot in there. Then. Okay. So we'll put server side for now. Sign up. I'm guessing something like quick form will be the easiest here, won't it? Right?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
See if there's any. Ah, okay, cool. Guns forms. What do we have? Okay, so we can have a form. Oh, a form tab would have worked, maybe not.
I thought it should, I would think.
Yeah, but yeah, it is now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Um, do we need an action? We don't need action here, right?
I think we can get rid of action.
But inside, we're going to have name, email, password. Is that literally all we need? Name, email, password.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it.
So we can do input.
They're using a password confirmation field, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot to look at that.
I'm trying to think about how necessary that is. I guess we either need a confirmation field or a way that people can reveal what the password is that they've typed. So probably the confirmation field is the easier of those two.
Oh yeah. Okay. So like they'd have to come. Something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. The first one can be input username, right?
Yes.
Maybe steal it from here. That'd be easier.
I wonder while you're doing that, I'm gonna see if there's like a React Firebase authentication library maybe that would just do a lot of this. This kind of feels.
Yeah, I
like,
was thinking there should be the basic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. This feels like boilerplate.
Yeah, well, I'll make a start, and then if you can find something, that'll be much easier.
Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
So I think whenever you're copy and pasting things so often, you're probably doing it wrong, and there should just be something there where you can type something and it does it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, anything that's generic enough that you can just literally copy it and paste it, there might also be a library. I'm finding lots of boilerplates.
Just copy paste stuff.
Yeah, and then I found a library that's for Firebase applications built with React, React Router, and Redux. But I don't know that we need Redux for this app. Maybe we do, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not sure either, to be honest. Maybe I'll have to wing that.
Yeah. I think we at least start without it, and then only add it in if we really feel like we need it.
Yeah, I think so, because it feels like a little bit of overkill, doesn't it, for what we want to do initially?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm not finding anything that looks like a clear, correct choice for us. Just a bunch of boilerplates.
Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult to copy and paste anyway, is it?
Sure.
So
yeah.
It's not the end of the world when I find where I was copying from. I think this is it, right? Sign up. Oh, so these guys have done a sign up folder, and then I've added index.js and is that all in the index?
You looking at the tutorial? Or are you looking at something else?
I don't. Let me have a look here. Oh no, that's what. Yeah, ignore me. I think I was looking at something else.
Oh, okay.
Right. So inside the signup.js, we have got a simple sort of header, and then we're going to have the form. So I've just used the method of sort of username, email, and then password 1, password 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
But we must have some logic in there somewhere that password 1 and 2 must be the same, right?
right. Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, let me see what they did for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just wrote a little actually just created a variable is valid.
Oh yeah, const is valid. Password, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So are these, is the form a different component or something here from the sign up page?
Yes, theirs is. Yeah, they've split it into 3 components. I don't
Oh,
quite
yeah.
understand. Like, I understand why the sign up link is split out, but I don't even understand why it's here. Like, I don't know. I feel like it should be wherever it appears.
Yeah, I would agree. So I mean, we can just put the is valid just above the return, right? That'll work just as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Where did they put it?
Const. Oh, hang on, I've put is invalid there. I've done maybe the wrong one. Yeah, that'll work, right? We just need to put it in somewhere now.
Yes. Yeah, that'll work. So what they've done, the way they used it, is they said for the submit button, they set the disabled property to the value of is invalid.
All right, yeah. So we're going to prevent default, I'm guessing. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the button must be like that, yeah.
Yep. That looks good.
Okay. So we're gonna have to use the React router stuff now to get this page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll ping you the stuff I was using there, Devin, for the router, if that's helpful.
Okay.
I'm sure, though, if I remember rightly, our main app just has to be actually even the document root in the index.js just has to be wrapped in route tags, right? I think that's the main part of it.
Yeah, so, yeah, anything you want, any part of the application you want controlled by the router has to be surrounded in route, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to just do it inside the one. I think I read a while back that I learned to do it inside the index.js
Mm-hmm.
and literally where it sort of says render, document root, all that type of carry on. I just put that route tags on there and it worked fine.
Okay. Yep.
Um, yeah, but I'll figure that out later anyway. So we're gonna need a sign up, and I think that's it, right? And an about page or something.
We'll need a sign up. Um, we need a sign in. And yeah, that's probably it.
Right.
And then the
Sign up,
about.
sign in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I need to have all of those routes on the somewhere as well, don't I, initially?
Yes.
Route path or something like that. Something or other.
Yeah. What do we have in our app.js right now? Oh, I guess I can just flip over to it.
Yeah, it's pretty small right now, pretty basic. We
Yeah.
did some
Yeah.
styling on there, made the flex grows and stuff. That was about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder if maybe basically what we're rendering out here, if that becomes a new component, like maybe challenge. Do we have a challenge component? Oh no, we do have a.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a challenge component. So
But to be fair, the challenge component is really basic. It's literally just the challenge.
yeah, yeah. I think that's okay though. I kind of like that because that way we could put it somewhere else if we wanted to. Maybe we
Yeah,
just
that's true.
yeah. Maybe we just let me look before I paint myself into a corner here. So yeah, I guess maybe we could wrap this whole component in the router, and then just replace the challenge component with the routes. And that way we could render whatever component we wanted in that space based on the route. Does that make sense?
The main app.js we're still talking about, aren't we?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
main app.js.
So we're going to wrap the entire thing in the route.
Yeah, the entire thing in the router. And then we can replace the challenge component with all the different routes. And so basically this will be like the wrapper for the entire application. And then where we're rendering challenge now, we would render whatever component depending on the route.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm with you now.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to need to import the route stuff first.
Yes.
Import. Do we just need the router here, or do we need that link and route and browser route and all that
I
stuff?
think here we'll just need, so they're importing browser router as router, and then they're importing route,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
all from
I've seen that on
React
the official.
router DOM.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when I went on the main docs, this is exactly what I had as well. I had
Yeah,
browser router as router, route and link. Do we
yeah.
need all of them, do you think?
I
Yeah,
don't think
okay.
we need link here. We'll probably
No,
import
we don't need.
link in the nav element, and I'm sure
Yeah, and
in
then
some other places too, but in particular there.
okay, and then around the whole thing needs to be wrapped in router.
Yes.
Or do we now need to use browser router?
No, no, we're bringing it in as router, so we're still good there.
Right.
good.
Should be. Yeah, didn't break anything.
Okay.
And then we're going to use the challenge.js as the routes.
Actually, I was thinking we could just put the routes. So just basically take out line 18 and put the routes in there instead. And one of the routes will be the challenge component. So maybe it makes sense to take a step back for a second and figure out what we want the routes to be.
Yeah, okay.
So
we need one to sign up.
Yeah, one for
So we
sign
could just
up.
have
One for sign in, and then just maybe the root is just the challenge component.
Yeah, the home page, yeah, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
So we could replace the challenge component with a route that shows the challenge component at the root, if that makes sense.
Okay. Just something like we want route path, right?
Yes. Yeah, route path.
You like camel case like that? I remember now. One second. No, it's not.
Oh no, sorry. So it's just the component is just route, capital R route, and then you got path as an attribute.
Cool. So we just want the /e then, don't we, for the challenge?
Yeah, I think so. And then we will need a component attribute that's going to be the challenge component.
That goes in curly braces, yeah?
Yep, you got it. And that one is a...
it's going to be self-closing.
Yeah, it's just a single self-closing. Yeah. Yep. Now that should work the same too.
Yeah, I'm just going to save that, and yeah, it's still working.
Okay, cool. So now we just need to we can make two other routes for the sign up and the sign in, and then just make sure we have those components in good shape, and I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, so, and I can just carry on putting all the route paths here, right? Just straight underneath.
Yeah, I think so. We could split them out if you want.
I think that's okay anyway, it's fine. So we've got so the challenge is basically the root, right? And then we're going to have a sign up. So we're going to have that as /sign up. Just keep it simple, yeah.
Yep, that looks good.
The component for that is going to be the signup.js. We got that from the... Is that in the auth or not? I can't remember. Yeah, we put that in components.
In component auth, I think. Yeah, components auth.
Actually, that doesn't matter, does it? Right now, we can still
not right here. Yeah, we'll go back and import it at the top.
Okay, and then we're also going to have a sign in.
Yes.
So /sign in. And the component is going to be and simply sign in.
Yep. Uh,
And I think we'll leave the about. If I can put that in later, we'll just stick with the auth for now.
yeah, yeah, I think that's good. Um, would you want to use login instead of sign in, just so those two are more different, so that it's easier to pick out one from the other in the code? So like sign up, but then log in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah. Yeah, we've got sign up already, haven't we? So yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
use login now. Yeah, that's good. So that's going to be all the routes we need, I think, initially.
Yep, I think so.
So I'm not sure we haven't created them all yet, but we're going to import sign up
Mm-hmm.
from. Actually, we're going to have to go. Oh yeah, components /auth// sign up,
Yep, looks good.
and then we're going to create what was it going to call login now? Yeah. So we're going to do
Yes.
a new file, login.js first. Create it.
Looks
Save
good.
this. I think I'll
Mm-hmm.
break right now because there's no login component, is there?
Right, right.
That's fine. Everything's gone a bit crazy now, but so I think that should be it now for the app.js, right? Pretty much.
Yes, yeah, I think app.js is good for a little while. Just need to make those two components and make sure they are wired up to the to those auth functions.
Yeah, so we've already started with the sign up, haven't we? We've got the form there with the
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
basics.
Yep. Do you want to wire that one up first? And
Yeah,
then
I
we
think
can
that'd
go
be a
in
good
and
idea.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so have a look. So we need to define everything first, basically, don't we?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm. So they're getting on the form here using it, and they're getting this from Firebase, right? But we
Username.
don't want that initially. We just want the text, do we? So if we see on the signup.js on the form, the
Mm-hmm.
value is sort of curly braces username, but
Yeah.
do we
Let me look
actually
at
need
the.
that? We don't really.
Let me see. I think. Um, Let me see how they're doing this. Sign up page. Oh, interesting.
So
So
I
what
just
they're
copied and pasted. I didn't take much notice.
yeah, yeah. So above the form, they've created all the constants. They've just declared all those constants, or no, they've declared an object constant that has all of those attributes: username, email, password 1, password 2, and
Oh,
error. And then they have set that
made that the
equal
string.
to state. What does that actually do? Oh, okay. Okay.
I
So
think
yeah,
so. As the typing in form after that, it updates the state maybe or something.
yeah, it updates the state. Um, so yeah, I don't understand. Okay, yeah, we don't really have to do it the way they've done it here. So just
Yeah,
I
it
guess
feels like
what
a bit. Oh,
yeah, it's a little weird. I think. Um, I think what we need to do is initialize state in the constructor and just have state um, attributes for all those fields. Then we can set the value of each field to its state attribute, and then we'll make an onChange method that updates the state.
Okay, cool. So we're going to be going in. Do you mean what constructor is that? I haven't done that for us. Where we do the call super and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. We'll write a constructor for sign up, call super, and then we'll initialize state.
Yes. So I'm just trying to think. I mean, I'd done something the other day and something similar, but I'm sure I remember the guy saying we don't need to do all of that, but it doesn't mean
really?
we can't do it either. Yeah. It says since React 16 we don't have to have super now. We can just. Yeah. I'll just share my screen quickly.
Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
So this was the code what I made, and if you see right here in the beginning here, we're just defining the state straight away as undefined. It was like a little weather app that I followed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And we could just set the state like that, he said, pretty easily. Maybe.
That's cool.
I'll send you the link in the chat.
Okay, great. Yeah, let's do it that way then. I like that a lot.
Look at that in the background or something.
Okay.
Because then we could just set them all to undefined similar to that, or we could just set them as an empty string or something.
Right.
Yeah, I think somewhere or other that's the whole point in these class-based components, where they extend and stuff like that. We can get rid of their whole form now, right? All that copy and pasting was for nothing.
No, I think the form stays. It's just the values are going to change.
Oh yeah, it's the values. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So from what you can tell, do you think that'd work? Just setting the state like that way?
Yeah. No, I think it will work. Okay. I don't think it goes inside the render function. I think it actually goes right inside the component, so above the render function.
Oh yeah, I started one line. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Just create some space for now, so we know what we're doing. So state equals, and we're gonna have username, right?
Yes. And I think we'll want to set them to empty strings because whatever value we put in there is going to be typed to a string by JavaScript and then put in these fields. So I think an empty string is what we want to go with. I think if you want, we could test it. You could try undefined as the value for one of them and just see what it does. I think it's going to actually print undefined in the field, but it'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah, I always thought when I remember when I was following this, I thought that I was gonna put an empty string, and then he said undefined. I was a bit surprised. So we need username, email, do empty string for the rest then.
And we'll just see what it does.
We've got password 1 and password 2.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what you're doing on yours. You're setting them all to undefined, and then when do you call get weather? Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud.
That's okay, no problem.
It might, yeah, undefined might work, and that's if it does, that's probably preferable, I guess.
Yeah, well, quick, we can easily change it, can't
Yeah,
we?
yeah,
I'll change it on the
we'll
fly.
see what happens.
Actually, I don't need a comma on the last one, do I? No.
You don't have to have it.
Um, so now we're gonna have to do some this dot state dot blah 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 blah, right?
Yes, yeah, we will have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all of the values of the form inputs are just going to be basically you're just going to add this dot state to what you already have, I think. Username, email, password.
So this dot stay on change kind of thing. This dot set state, is it? This dot set state.
No, so your value is actually going to be like your value for the username is going to be this dot username. Also, do we
Okay, yeah.
do we need a separate username, or can the email address just be the username?
Yeah, I was just gonna have you name as a text field initially, just so we know the person's name, but
Yeah.
they've. Should we do that? Maybe change it to text or something?
Um,
This dot name or not?
I don't know.
Because for the username, to be fair, they've asked in the placeholder, they've asked for the full name, even though they've just called it username.
Yeah, yeah, that's a little odd. Yeah, maybe just rename it to name or something like that. Name equals name.
Yeah, 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 we'll do it. Name. Yeah, okay, why not? So value this dot name
Yeah. This dot
for
this dot state dot name.
that's state dot name.
Yeah, and we'll have to change it in the up in the both in the validation and where we initially declared the value of state.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Oh, you did that one. Okay, gotcha.
This dot state dot name dot state dot email.
Just helping you out a little bit here.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I do really like this live share stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. Pretty incredible.
So,
That
okay,
should
so
work. I think now we just need to write that onChange function, which is really straightforward. Oh, so one other thing we haven't done is the error display. So we might want to add an error to the state.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then I'll change these from error to this .state.error.
We're leaving that undefined as well in the very beginning or not?
Yeah, I think that can be undefined too.
Yeah, okay. And you've changed the bottom one, yeah.
Yeah, I've
This
got
dot
those.
state dot- Save that now. Okay, our failure to compile is getting a bit lower. Password 1, password 2 is not defined.
You're getting did you say it's having trouble building still?
Yeah, it's still
Oh yeah,
saying,
I guess because we've only got sign up, we still don't have the login component.
Ah, yeah, good. Yeah, good point. Yeah, let's just forget that for now.
Yeah, we
So
could.
we just need the unchanged now.
Yeah, just need the onChange on this, and then if you want, we could just make an empty login component so it can build, and then we can make sure the sign up works, or just make sure it renders and everything.
Yeah, that's fine. So the on-change, are we just sort of altering the state on change, basically, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I like the way they're doing it. Um, they're just grabbing the event and then setting state based on the target name in the event and the target value. It's pretty simple, and it'll work the same for all of the fields.
Okay. Well, we want that above the render as well, don't we?
Yeah, I think
Just
so.
underneath our state.
Yeah, that should work.
So that sets the event, target name, event. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. That should all work. How did they actually use the error? Because we haven't implemented that yet.
Yeah, I'm guessing if something's wrong, if the passwords don't match or something, but I can't see where they actually bring that in.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Maybe we're just not there yet.
Yeah, because they have split into three components, haven't they? So maybe where they've this.state.error message, do we just not want something static there? Because it'll be the same all the time.
Um, I guess it
Maybe we'll
depends.
leave it, 'cause it'll
Yeah, we can leave it.
probably make
We might want to actually call out which fields um, are causing a problem. Yeah, I don't see how
yeah,
I
that's
don't see
pretty.
where they've implemented that at all.
Well, we'll try and finish this up. We'll
Yep.
build an empty login, and then because I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to get going sometime soon,
Oh,
Devin,
sure,
but
sure.
then we can leave it at a we can at least see it built up again before we leave, rather than see it broken.
Yeah, yeah.
So hang on a second. I've already made the login. It's just empty, right? So
Yes. And actually, so we do have another method we're going to have to add to the sign up form. So we may not get it working today, but we can at least get it to render and make sure the form displays properly and everything.
okay, that's cool. So should I just copy what's on the sign up for now?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Throw it in the login.
Yeah.
So this is going to be in. It's not because it's only a route anyway, so it's not gonna just leave it exactly the same for now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so in I don't know if you guys can see my screen anymore. Can you still see the screen here, or
Let me flip over to you. Okay,
still
I'm on
getting
you now. Failed to
the
compile.
sign
Password
up?
1 is not defined on line 18. Let's go check that.
Sorry, yeah, just pulling them.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we just need to... This is valid needs to look at our state. So it'll just be...
Oh yeah, we just copied and pasted that in, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
That should work, I think.
Yeah, I'll save that now.
Okay.
Oh, look, we've changed it on login instead of sign up.
Oh, great. Okay.
Let me just copy that.
Yeah, that
Is
works.
invalid. I was thinking there nothing's changed. Okay, so yeah, it's working now.
Okay, great.
So if we just we're doing it as sign up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our form's there, but we haven't got rid of everything else yet. But we know it's there at least.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Oh, I bet we can fix that if we add exact to our routes.
Yeah, exact path. Yeah, I had this problem before actually.
Yeah.
So back to app.js, and it's Is it exact path, all one
It's
word, or?
no, it's so it's exact. Yeah, just a Boolean attribute.
Ah, okay, yeah, cool.
Yep.
So if we save that now. Yeah, cool. So we still have our header and then little form. The form obviously hasn't been styled or anything, but
Perfect. Yeah.
we're getting closer every time, which I guess is the goal of this series.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. No, this is great. This is great progress.
So sign in should also just have display the exact same thing now. Let's try.
Hmm.
And I was login, wasn't it? Now we named it
Oh
login.
yeah, log. I don't think we changed the route actually. So I think it is sign in. The component's
Let me
named
just
login,
change.
but the route isn't.
I'm going to change the route anyway.
That
While I'm
sounds good.
here.
Yeah.
Login. Okay, yeah. And then just so we know we're getting
Yep.
something different, I'll just change the
The
header
heading.
to login. So there's login,
Hmm.
and we should also have sign up. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, cool.
So I guess next time, style the form a little bit better. And did you say we needed to add one more method to the login
Yeah, we need one
or
more
sign up?
method. So we need to actually, once they sign up, we need to send their all their stuff over to Firebase.
To Firebase, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll focus on that next time, or I'll make a start on that in the meantime or something.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds great. All right, we'll go ahead and cut it off here then. So we are planning to go on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I'm good to go Wednesday. I
Okay.
think you were going to let me know about Friday, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Friday's I'm definite for Wednesday anyway, and then we'll confirm Friday.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. So thanks everybody for watching. We are going to be back at it on Wednesday at let's see, at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So come back and join us. We'll get those forms, or the sign up form, actually submitting the user data over to Firebase, and keep working on authentication. So thanks everybody for watching. Talk to you soon.